Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm the Valhardin Pickle, and today we're going to be working a little bit more on our Satisfactory 1.0 series. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It's amazing to have you guys tuning in as always. And whenever I do these streams, we always like to start off with a very quick game of Geoguessr. If you'd like to flick forward to the Satisfactory part, that's completely fine. That is entirely up to you. But what are we actually going to be doing today? Well, we are going to be returning to our starter factory, where again I do want to try and enclose our entire factory in some sort of concrete cube. Off camera, I've designed a couple more blueprints because it's more enjoyable for me to do that off camera, and I feel like it's just boring watching me do blueprints constantly on stream. So I've done all of them off camera, and fingers crossed, it should all be okay. Welcome Vinkburger, hope that you're doing good. First one in the stream today, welcome. So hopefully everything there should be good. Maybe. We're going to see how that one's going to go. But yeah, today's stream's going to be nice and relaxed, nice and chilled. And hopefully again, tomorrow I'll be live again. I know this is 3 streams in a row, which I haven't done in a very long time. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop one of those in the description. I don't know. Leave a like if you want. You don't have to. And subscribe. Again, don't have to do that either. But without further ado, let's just get straight onto the Satisfactory, the Geoguessr part of the stream. Actually, I want to start off with famous places, because we got screwed over last time. I felt like none of what we actually got were famous places. Like, how is this famous? I'm sure it's maybe famous in the city. Is that the Danish flag? I can't even tell. I don't know how this is famous. There's a female over there. I don't know why Liechtenstein came to mind, but I doubt this is Liechtenstein. I've literally got nothing to go off. I'm going to go Denmark, though. We guessed Denmark yesterday as well for something. Let's go somewhere near... I don't think it's Copenhagen. Somewhere near here, maybe. Sure. Some government building. Oh, that was in between Austria, Hungary, and Slovakia. We were in Slovakia there. Fair enough, I would not have guessed that. Okay. Right. I've seen this building before. Which doesn't help because I don't know where it is. Is it Rome? Or Italy? It's not that building in Poland, is it? Because I feel like Poland's got something similar, but I really don't know. Oh. What language is that? Bodrum to Mulga. Is this Turkish? We're not in Turkey, though. This is absolutely not Turkey. I think this is Poland. Let's just go Warsaw. Welcome, Vinod. Hope that you're doing well today. Welcome. Oh. Is this the building? I think it might be. Oh, look at that. We actually got 5,000 points. It was Poland. Lovely. Malaysia. I think this is the one in Malaysia in... Kuala Lumpur. Yeah. This new feature where it just shows you the building on the mini-map's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? Oh, well. There we go. Back-to-back 5,000 pointers. That's fantastic. Egypt. Okay. This is right next to the pyramids, I believe. Is there any more evidence we've got to back that up? I don't think so. Look how cool this is, though. Look at that. That's incredible how that survived the test of time. But the reason why I'm not going to go... Actually, we don't see the pyramids in the background. In my mind, I've got it that, like, all of these ancient Egyptian sites are next to the pyramids, when the odds of that is kind of slim. Let's do a zoom into Cairo, obviously. The pyramids, I believe, are somewhere not there. It's not in the center of Cairo, is it, the pyramids? They're very much the hanging church. Sure. I don't think it's here. So these are the pyramids. There's some smaller pyramids somewhere next to it as well. Let's just go here. I don't know. Wow, that was really far away. Damn. I was miles off there. Fair enough. Fair enough. Chile? Or Chile, sorry. Let's just go Chile. Santiago, most likely. It looks like some sort of government building, though. I don't know why this is a famous place. Not every government building's a famous place. That's not it. I don't think it's a museum. It was Santiago. It was Palacio de la Moneda. Okay, Moneda. Sure. That wasn't too bad. Did we get the... Oh, we were so close there to the golden medal. That's not too bad, though. Now let's do one very quick game of Guess the World. And then we'll get straight into some Satisfactory. It's most likely Eastern Europe. No guesses just yet, though. Rodolfo Valentino. Italy? Rodolfo Valentino. Valentino sounds Italian. Definitely not Eastern Europe. This looks like it's something that would have in, like, Portugal. And of course it's been graffitied. Because apparently graffiti is really cool. Yeah, judging by these trees, we are in the Mediterranean. I'm convinced of that. Right now I'm torn between Portugal or Italy. But again, these trees look more Italian to me, personally. I haven't been to Portugal, I have been to Italy. And there is graffiti every single centimeter in Rome, at least. So again, leaning a bit... Oh. Okay, I've... This must be Italy. I didn't actually want to come down this road, if I'm honest with you. But here we are now. I'm pretty confident with my Italian guess. I'm going with Italy purely based off graffiti, and that's about it. Somewhere in the south, I'm gonna say. Let's go... Bari? Sure. Okay, we were near Rome. That's fair enough. Yep. Where's Portland? Okay. Where the hell is Portland? Portland... Where? I feel like East Coast. Vermont? I don't know anything inside of really? Colchester? Newport? Place in Wales? Lebanon? Is that in New Hampshire? That's just about New Hampshire. Is that another New... Wait, what? Newport? Newport. There's literally... New London... Really? Copyright infringement is nuts. But yeah, Portland. Portland. Welcome, Glory in Gaming. Is it Maine? There we go. Where's Portland Park? What should be somewhere in, like, Idaho or something? West Portland Park. Somewhere... That's a cemetery, though. Somewhere here? Oh my god. Okay. Hakunayo. Hokunayo. Right. I actually really don't know. I thought Japan to begin with. But then that would have been Japanese writing there. The palms. Okay. Wait, are we driving on the left? Oh. We're driving on the correct side of the road. What? Australia? I don't think it's South Africa. You just started the iron plant in the nuclear factory. Seems like everything is good. Even your untested load balancing system somehow worked. But gathering all the iron was annoying. Next 8,000 copper. Oh dear. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting my iron factory as well. I don't know when that's going to... Track's gone. Brilliant. I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully sometime over the next couple of weeks. After I finish my aluminium factory, we then have to detail the factory, just build like an exterior for it. And then we'll be starting our iron factory, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm seeing a dollar mark there. Could be Australian dollars. Okay, so again, I'm still going to go Australia for now. I don't know if we're near, like, Bondi. But this doesn't look... I don't know. Okay, this camera quality is terrible as well, by the way. There we go. Countdown. Domino's? Oh, I love Domino's. Had it on Saturday. It's one of those like foods I could eat every day. Pizza. I love it. I've never ever got tired of pizza. Okay, an Asian market. I know that Australia's got a huge Asian population. I believe it's got a pretty decent-sized Asian population. Again, the only bit of information I know about Australia is what I've seen from Bondi Beach. So, and from what I can tell, like by that show, there seems to be a lot of like Filipinos and Indonesians in Australia. I think at least. Okay, let's just guess. Let's guess. This sign's very British, though. We're not in Britain. Judging by everything I've seen. By the palm trees. I mean, is there anything even north of here? Oh yeah, Darwin. We're not in Darwin. We go Brisbane. Sure. We'll go Windsor. Beck me. We're in New Zealand. I don't know why I didn't think New Zealand. I just had Australia in my mind. Britain. This is the most British thing I've seen in my entire life. Or it could be the Republic of Ireland. We don't know yet. We don't know until we do. But so far, this is looking very British. Could be in Wales. Okay, there you go. Is that the Northern Irish police car? Don't recognise that symbol there. I don't think it's the guard. It's definitely the police. So that, again, Britain. But I have a Chinese restaurant. Wait, what? A hairdresser that isn't a Turkish barbershop? Screenshot it, chat. Screenshot it. This is a moment in history. We have found a place in Britain that hasn't got a Turkish barbershop. What? Wow. And a spa, obviously, there as well. Yep, grey sky, we're in Britain. You can just tell. It gives depression. No entry? Well, we've just entered through that way. Yeah, I'm thinking Wales. I don't know why. These vehicles... Ooh! What a stylish whip you've got, kind sir. Look at that. That's probably worth more than a house. Beautiful. Like, that is a vehicle. That is a vehicle. Welcome, Adam, by the way. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Where was I? Where am I to guess, though? This town just seems to go on and on and on. Okay, there we go. A park. Oh. Is that what I think it is? I'm going inside of Douglas. Yes! Oh dear. No way I managed to get that from that sign. The reason why I guessed that, by the way, because of that. It's the flag of the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man is part of Britain. It's just an island off the west coast. No way. Okay, this is definitely mainland Europe. This is not Britain. Okay, nice. Cool. France, Belgium. It's extremely flat. This wall here is definitely French looking. De la Verne. Okay. So yeah, this could be Belgium. It could be France. I'm definitely thinking if it was France or Belgium, it would be somewhere. Please zoom in. Thank you. Somewhere around here. Going inside of Douglas. Yeah, sorry to anyone called Douglas watching. I'm not going to spend too long searching for this one. It's extremely flat. Are we near Amiens? One of the best maps in Battlefield 1, by the way, Amiens. Let's go somewhere here. Heck, we were just south of Paris there, but we were in France at least. That wasn't too bad around. Oh, the Portland guess. That cheesed me off there a little bit. Oh well. Let me just pause the music very quickly. There we go. And get the in-game music going. The very first thing that I want to try and do today is just extend this wall all the way around the factory, and then we'll start working on making things look nice. But as of right now, we just have to try and get this wall up. It shouldn't be too difficult to do. Got a bunch of blueprints made for today. Which, to be fair, most of them I did actually make yesterday, so. Oh well. How are you looking? Looking good to me. A big bit of lag. You love it. Yeah, that looks good. Pop that down there. I don't know why the game is so laggy. I just don't. Also, I am playing on medium settings, not high settings. Because yesterday the stream crashed, which was actually a bit of a shame because we were getting a lot of progress done. Oh well. Ooh, that's perfect. So nudge you into place if we can. That. It is a slideshow. Welcome, John. Yeah, sometimes it can be, which, to be fair, whose fault is it? It's my fault. This is my fault. Absolutely. It's my fault that I built my factory like this. It's my fault I haven't got a better PC. It is just me to blame. It does get better as the stream goes on, don't worry. It doesn't stay like this. There we go. Oh, for heck's sakes. Your talents. I know, thank you. There we go. Definitely try and fit one more of these blueprints into here. If the angle is properly, fantastic. Oh my god. Pure talents. Oh well. Good evening, or welcome. Here we go. Son of Colossus. Hope that you're doing well. I don't know why I thought I would struggle with your name there, but no. Let's try. Add one more of you lot into here. But yeah, we've now got 700 hours on this save. To be fair, a few of those hours have been me just AFKing. Oh, dearie me. Bro, this is... It's unplayable at this stage. Again, hopefully when I get this project finished, it will make the game flow a lot better. I do generally believe this will help my frame rate. In fact, I know it will. Because yesterday we were testing it out, and it definitely seemed like it made a load of difference. Let's just go for it. If it doesn't work, we've still built an exterior of a build, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Stranger things have happened. Welcome, Hilea. Hope that you're doing well today. Good morning from the chaos on across the ocean. Hope that you're doing good. Chaos everywhere at the minute, isn't there? Did I build that in the right spot? Wait. I'm not losing my mind, am I? Okay, no, good. Well, no, I am losing my mind, just not right now. At least. Not even in phase 5? Oh, I know. Yeah. One day. I might be 65 by the time I get onto phase 5, but you know what? We'll get there eventually. Might take us a minute. Hopefully I can do it in the save. I mean, that was kind of the whole plan. There we go. Hopefully get rid of that. Then we'll get rid of... Ooh. Wow, I hate that. I absolutely despise that with every single bone in my body. That's remarkable. Okay, so, no, we can make this work. I think what I need to do is place this up there, then select... Okay, now how we're looking. Good. Okay, that's fine. I can always change this eventually as well, but as of right now, I think it's fine. My game's not fine though, don't crash. There we go. A long break from this game, but you finally got back to building and finishing the space elevator. Oh, nice. Space elevator, especially after 1.0, is just stunning. Look at that. It looks so good. I built that too far away. Wow. I think quite a lot of people are currently taking a break from the game. I definitely noticed that as well right before 1.0 came out. A lot of people were commenting in my videos being like, I'm taking a break until 1.0 comes out, then I'll play the game. And now I feel like people are doing the exact same thing, but for 1.1. Of course, 1.1 won't be anywhere near as big as 1.0. It's still good to take a break every now and then. That's fun. Finish your world train line. All that is left is the Dune Desert and Titan Forest. I hate building the trains in the Titan Forest because, unlike the Dune Desert, where as you can see it's really flat, which is one of the main reasons as to why I love this biome, not to mention all the nodes and everything, but with the Titan Forest, the terrain just makes it really difficult to work with, and the trees being everywhere as well. If you add lots of twists and turns, you'll be fine. But again, the Dune Desert, man, it's such a good biome. I don't even like sand in real life. I know, I'm one of those people who lived in a desert for about 6 years of my life, but doesn't like sand. Although saying that, now I live in the UK, but I hate the cold. So, going from one extreme to another. I really hate the cold. Like, I despise it. But oh well. I'm not a very big fan of this. Is there a way that I can somehow get some power underneath? Oh, actually, I think I can. If I was just to drag you down to there, that should now give us full hover pack coverage. And also, whilst I'm down here, I've noticed a very tiny gap there. And yes, that would generally piss me off if I didn't fill that in. I'm one of those players. Yes. Thing is, if I never noticed that, I wouldn't really go back and fix it. But if I notice a problem, I'm going to fix it. It's a bit like going for a walk, then seeing a bit of rubbish that's like a meter away from a bin. I will pick up that rubbish and then put it in the bin. Not unless I'm in, like, London. But, like, in a small village or in a small town, I will, because I kind of trust the people here a lot more than, like, a big city. The Titan Forest, you'd like to continue a railway. I almost just fell there. You'd like to continue a railway out and above it. That's what I do as well. The center until you get more sane terrain and use the helix to bring it down without worrying about incline. Yeah, I've tried to do that as well. Somewhere, I keep losing power. Somewhere around the back. So I didn't actually bring a train line through the Titan Forest. I kind of just gone around it. And I think that's completely fine. In fact, if I show you on the map here, get rid of that for a minute. Wow. Thank you. There we go. So this is the Titan Forest, and my train line goes from here straight down all the way around like that. So it doesn't actually go directly in the Titan Forest. You can. There's no reason... Feck. There's no reason not to. There's no reason feck. Yeah, I just find it a bit easier. Come on. There we go. I still think this is a good idea. I don't think that I'm wasting my time doing this project. Is what I'm trying to convince myself. It's not working. There we go. Are we looking there? Perfect. And this should be pretty much perfect here as well. Off by about one foundation, maybe? Yeah, that's completely fine. You're welcome, Maga. Hope that you're doing good as well. Thank you very much to everyone who is tuning in today, by the way. It is awesome to have everyone watching. So, thank you. I meant to lock that in place. There we go. And plop you down over there as well. Really good. Oh, is that a bit too far away? So that's fine. There we go. Okay, good. And this is all fine here as well. I will make this look a bit nicer a bit later on. As of right now, it's just not very important. Another walk today. Oh, nice, we're not. Get those steps in. Yeah, enjoy the walk, man. Have fun. Right. What do I do here? Nuclear power? Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about nuclear power. I think it'll be fun. Well, I hope it'll be fun. But I'm a bit concerned about it. Just, you know, knowing me. Why did I not use a blueprint for you two? Why? My brain must have turned off or something. So what I'm going to do here is literally just do this. And then try and poke in the holes where I have to. And then just for now, very quickly do something like this. Don't get me wrong, I'm also very excited about nuclear power as well. I think it'll be a fun journey. I think it'll be a fun experience. Go on. Right, so that works. In case you're wondering, no, I actually hate this. I generally hate this. But the reason why I haven't got rid of it is because it works. And there's no need. That's just a waste of time. Although with my newer factories, again, this was built, a lot of this was built within the very first few hours of my playthrough, where I didn't really have lots of items unlocked. Now what I want to try and do is extend you back to there, and do a little bit of this. Welcome Golden PSP, hope that you're doing well. You've been binging your videos and guides. Haven't caught you live, but you've managed after like 900 hours to switch to electrode aluminium scrap. Yes. Yes, finally. But thank you very much for watching the video, sir. That's very kind of you. Unfortunately, with the best recipes, I've kind of finish that series now. I don't know what else I can really do. I still want to try and do a video where I go through the worst recipes. That could be kind of just fun, I suppose. But I don't know what else to do with that series. Okay, this is going to look dreadful. I think what I'm actually going to end up doing here is this. There we go. I'm trying to save this, but it's really not going well. Let's be positive. There we go. In from a bitch stream. Oh, nice. Is 2,100. Moving it by drone alone is capping at 2,000. The uranium? In theory, yes. But in actuality, no. And the reason as to why I say that is because of the converter. Remember, now in the converter you can make uranium. So in theory, you could actually be making 3,000 uranium per minute. If you convert a bunch of other stuff. I think it's copper into bauxite, then bauxite into uranium. Which of course does also consume SAM as well. So I personally won't be doing that, but you can if you really want to. If it's really on your bucket list. Recipe priority. So people with limited access to alt recipes know what to use when the recipes are questionable. That could be fun as well. Don't see why not. There we go. No, please. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I mean, I've got a few ideas for videos. Not too many, though. Just a few. I want this to be as high as what I've currently got it. I don't actually think I do. I think that would actually be fine. So let's just zoop all of you away. The swamp, yeah, the swamp has actually got a bunch of really good items in it. It's got tons of bauxite, a good amount of iron. I believe it's got limestone dotted around as well. There might be a sulfur node down there as well. Let's just double check the map for a moment. Resources. Of course you got the geysers as well, yep. You have got this Caterium node, but that's not really in the swamp. It's like in this no man's land, where it's like in between the swamp and just the outer rim of the planet. Tons of Caterium up there as well. Bunch of quartz, SAM, but again, that's the Titan Forest, though. Yep. The swamp is a dangerous place to be, it must be said. But it can be kind of fun, sometimes, when you don't consistently die. Like I did, a lot, actually. But that's in the past. Luckily. Yeah, for anyone tuning in, by the way, welcome. It's amazing to have everyone watching. Essentially, the plan for today is to try and box my starter factory into this concrete box. And then we're going to do something with it. There we go. A mod to wipe out spiders with radiation. Yeah, those spiders. Oh, man. What are they officially called? Stingers, right? I think. There's hatches, hogs, stingers. I'm missing one, aren't I? I should know this. I really should. Spitters, yeah. How do I... Like, there's literally a spitter around here, I'm pretty sure. That spawns in. I think, at least. I should have probably known that. Oh, well. Oh, I'll edit that part out of the video. We'll chuck you into there. Then again, everything above here needs to go. Like that. Yeah, the swamp is pretty good for resources. It can be dangerous. It's a high-risk, high-reward environment. It can be good. Right, yeah, see, this is where things are going to start to get a bit annoying, because this part of the factory is clipped into the rocks, so I'm not necessarily against, it just doesn't look as good. Oh well. Not everything can be perfect. Let's chuck you into here as well. Lovely. And with you lots, you should be on the same level, right? Yes, okay, good, you are. That's a relief. And bring you up here as well. You're here for a reason. I believe this is what was for our temporary aluminium factory, which I've now destroyed, so in theory you're actually useless. So I'm going to cut you back over there, but then keep you there just for now. I can always get rid of that again if I really want to. It's not harming me, so it's going to be fine just for now. It's not a threat. Brilliant. The hogs I actually quite like. I don't mind the hogs. Because they'll charge at you, but unless you're facing the max tier hogs, like the really chunky lads, then the best advantage you've got against a hog is distance. Because a hog can charge at you, but if you stand on top of like a 4-meter tall foundation, a hog can't do anything to you. Unless it's a radioactive hog or a hog that can throw rocks at you. Whereas everything else in the game has got range. Okay, that can stay there for now. There we go. I'll nudge you there. That's... I know this is incredibly different to my usual builds that I do, but that's the whole point. I don't like it when every single thing I build is the exact same. I find it boring. It's probably a bit boring to watch as well. So I always like to change up my playstyle for the majority of builds that I do. Like, for example, for our rocket fueled factory, I've essentially built a city. For our aluminium factory, I've built some sort of like mini mega build. And for this, it's a massive concrete square. And then for my Fixbus factory, it's some sort of like disc. Everything I've built so far has been unique. I like that. Oh yeah, a jetpack hog. I've only ever encountered one jetpack hog, and I thought I was losing my mind. Because at that time, I wasn't really part of the Satisfactory community. I played Satisfactory, but I never took it seriously, right? So I wasn't on Reddit, wasn't on Discord, nothing like that, right? So when that looks dreadful, actually. So when I saw this thing, I was questioning my sanity a little bit, because I had no idea it was a thing. No, after a bit of research, I found, no, it's a thing. I'm not losing my... Well, I am losing my mind, but not in the way I thought I was. You're going to come down to there just for now. Oh, I've lost power. Incredible gameplay. As always. Right, so am I going to bring you down there? Actually, I don't think I do. No, I don't think I do. Okay. Right. Let's reconnect to the power grids. And I think this is where I bring you up from, isn't it? It is. Okay. Good. Not run into a jetpack hog. Is it real or just a streamer covering up the admin? No, it is real. It is completely real. Although, again, that was quite a while ago. So I don't know if they've removed it, if they've made it rarer. I really don't know. But I have experienced it, so it is real. Or is it? It is. Or is it? That part's now done. We've actually almost finished our entire loop around the project here. Which is great. I've actually still got to add in the extra 5 meters above here, don't I? So we're actually nowhere near finished. Damn it. Oh well. That's okay. This is a lot of concrete, by the way. I've used many thousands of concrete for this build. I think it will pay off. Is it a 1 in 1,000 chance? It's probably somewhere around there. I wouldn't be surprised. A skyscraper. Yes, I have built two skyscrapers so far. And in my rocket-fueled factory, I will be building at least one more. And it'll be quite a big building. Well, tall-wise at least. That's the plan. Hopefully. Yeah, there'll be a couple per map. I don't necessarily know, like, which region spawns them in, like, the most, necessarily. Like, I don't know if you stand in the grass fields, if you've got a higher chance of finding it there compared to the dune deserts, or compared to the rocky deserts, or the coin tree forest, things like that. Not a clue. Strapping a jetpack to... Yeah? It could work. You never know. Can't say something doesn't work unless you've tried it. Which I believe was the mindset of Japanese doctors during the Second World War. But most of what they were doing didn't work. Because it was insane. But it's fine now. They make anime. It's okay. There we go. So let's have a look at... This looks so bad. Oh man, this is literally the last 4 months of my life. Mostly. Actually, no, that was the last 2 months of my life. This was about 2 months as well. And for the ceiling, I have got a blueprint already designed that I was using somewhere else. The problem is, I don't know what it's called. Damn it. No. Is it this one? No. Building 3. Where's building 005? There it is. What's U? What is that? No. No. It's a ceiling, but I generally don't know what I've called it. Ooh, that looks quite nice. What's that design? Oh yeah, I know where that is. I actually want to use this a bit more often. This would be quite a nice bridge, actually. Like, imagine if there was some sort of, like, rail going across there. Without that wall in the back. I might actually want to use that somewhere, somehow. Okay. Regardless, that's not what I want. Use 001. That doesn't really narrow anything down. No. Trees? Oh. No. Square corner. No. Sign. Roof. What the hell is that? Oh, is this for my chimney? I like that little circle, actually. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. This is the blueprints. It was called a roof, not a ceiling. It's actually quite weird. I don't know why I titled it roof. Oh well. Essentially, this is what it is. It is the simplest roof design you could possibly have. At the very top, which I don't know if I can even get to the very top because of my power, but it's just concrete. It's a concrete foundation. And underneath here, you've got a light, and then you've got some of our coated concrete as well. And that's all you need. That took way too long to find. That was like a a 4-minute segment right there of just me trying to fly into blueprints. Epic content, as always. Oh, bloody hell, man. Okay, this is 10 times easier. Cool. Good to know. A quick autosave. I'm missing like your work. Hey, thank you very much. It's a very, very difficult life, you know. It's a hobby, isn't it? It's a hobby. That's a bit too big, but that's fine. I don't judge size. We can just trim that off, can't we? There we go. Keep doing the same thing around here now. And again, it's one too big around here as well. Good. Wonder if they're ever going to add anything else as like the jetpack hog. Like Easter eggs, I suppose, yeah. That'd be quite nice. Also, April the 4th is kind of coming up. It is, like, it's in a couple weeks. I wonder what they're going to do. I don't know. It would be kind of funny if 1.1 came out on the 4th of April. Or is it the... No, sorry, the 1st of April is April Fool's Day, isn't it? Not the 4th. Yeah, that could be kind of interesting. Might even make a video talking about it, but I don't really have much to say, though. I probably won't. There's lots of videos I can make about stuff in this game, but if I haven't really got much of a take, I don't make a video about it. Because what's the point? Please, thank you. No. Actually, that's fine. The Hatcher boss, yes. That could be fun. What is that? I don't know what that is supposed to be down there. I know that a very long time ago, I had a very small quick wire factory down there, and I assume I just didn't get rid of everything. Sure. You hate hatches enough as they are? Yeah. Hatches are a bit annoying. But I think a boss fight could still be kind of fun. Like a massive hog. That could be interesting as well. Again, a lot of these ideas are interesting, but will they be fun? That's the biggest question. I feel like if it's not fun, no matter how interesting it is, they shouldn't add it. Right? I can't get rid of that, apparently. Thank you. Computer said no. Spire Coast, yep. I think that's where it was supposed to be. The actual wall here wasn't really too bad to do. I'm a little bit concerned about the exterior of... Oh dear. Of this factory. I'm honest. It's a lot of work. I think it will be worth it. I think... I'm gonna do it anyway, if it's worth it or not. Base ruined by the Spire Coast update. I got quite lucky. I don't think I was playing the game much during like those major updates. And whenever I did, I just started in the grass fields, so I was one of those players. Not anymore. Okay, let's turn the audio off for a quick second. And let's record a very quick segment for the video. There we go. Let's do it. Nice. And just like that, we have now built the wall around the entire perimeter of our starter factory. And I must say, from the inside, it looks a little bit like Maze Runner. Like, I'm not necessarily loving this brutalisque sort of look that we've gone for. But of course, lag. Hopefully that will be changing over time, especially when I add in the ceiling, which I won't show you just yet. Now, holy lag. Ah! I'm gonna do my head in. There we go. Unfortunately, though, that brutalisque sort of element I was talking about a bit earlier on is most certainly continued around the exterior of the project, where things are looking very bland and very boring. Of course, we don't like this. So now I definitely do want to try and add in those exterior elements I was showing you a bit earlier on. So let's do that now. There you go. Wow, amazing content there by me. The very first thing I want to try and do is add in all the corners. There we go. The corners are some of the easiest things to add. I don't know what I just got rid of there in my hotbar. Oh well. That's what I was supposed to do. So. Let's go 5. You're not the exact same. So you're the top half. You're the bottom half. Okay. So 5, 6, 7. I'm happy with that. Let's do it. So I want you to go there. Make sure that you're not too far right or too far left. That's looking pretty good. Let's plop your face down. There we go. Nice. That's all I want to do for this part. That's it. I finished the video, guys. That's all I was going to do on today's stream. Nah, not quite. As much as that would make life easy, as we know by now, making life easy in this game isn't necessarily doing the right thing. And we want to do the right thing. I did that in the wrong order. Nice. So it was 6, 7. No. Back. So what's you? Okay. Okay. You. Number 6. You. That's the exact same blueprint. Oh no, it's not. Oh. Okay. That's better. Try and rotate you around this way a little bit. In fact, what if I was just to add this here, just temporarily for now? There. How are you gonna look? You're gonna go inside of him, that's fine. Don't click that. Are you going inside the wall though? I don't want it to do that. No, that's fine, it looks like, actually. Work smarter, not harder? Yes. I don't do that, but I probably should. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing now. This is nice. And all I've got to do is literally just add on blueprint mode. Please. And then do that. Okay. I mean, just instantly look at the difference between this, and this. Ah. You go from See? Just a little something, that little kick. That Tabasco sauce in your pasta. That's what this is. This is literally Tabasco sauce. I love Tabasco sauce. By the way. Okay, where's the straight pieces? Wrong button. There we go. Now, what did I just get rid of there? I think it was you, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so now I need this. And you should snap on perfectly, right? No, no. Oh, come on. It's not even remotely close. Actually, no, it's pretty good. Yep, good, okay. I will just keep on placing you lot throughout this. Got 4 frames per second to chat. I've literally got 4 frames per second. Why are you so far apart? What? Why are you so far apart? No idea. I do not know. Alas, we can see that you are lined up though. You're perfectly in line with that foundation. So that's completely fine. Maybe I'm missing something here. Why is there such a big gap here? I must be missing something. But I cannot for the life of me tell what that something actually is. You're a half foundation. That's a bit peculiar. Oh, wait, no you're not. That's perfect. Okay, great. You'll then continue round to there. That's great. That's grand. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Now the problem is you're actually going to go underneath it. I could just individually remove those parts there, so that's actually not a problem. Let's do that. Welcome, Velicious TV. Hope that you're doing well. You need an option to turn off all those flying items, and yeah. Sometimes it can be a bit much. It looks cool, but you actually fit there perfectly. I am surprised. Let's rotate your face. Problem is though, I need to try and squeeze you into there. So how am I going to do this? I suppose if I do this, there we go. We then select you lot, bring you out by there, reselect that hotbar thingy, bring you back to life. So why have you got a metal beam there, then you haven't? Okay. Cool. Luckily that's not too complicated just to add in. Looks cool for about 20 minutes. It does. I mean, I quite like it. But it's one of those features where if they had an option where you could remove it if you didn't like it, that'd be quite nice. Okay, this is not too bad. Before I do the ceiling, I do want to try and add in my light blueprints. I think I want to have... maybe have it here? Let's have one there. Then we'll have one... maybe here as well. That could be kind of interesting. Yeah, we'll do it here. Why not? Okay. And that should be... no. Maybe. It might be... no. 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 There we go. First try. It would have sucked if I didn't get that first try, but luckily we are complete professionals here on this channel. Beautiful. Let's plop you down. Then we have to select you. Now line up with this. Perfect. Okay, I'm not seeing any problem so far. Now, the very final thing that I've got to try and do is this one. There we go. We've done it. As long as these things line up. Yes! It all fits. Looks alright. It looks fine. It's passable. Wait, why are you painted like a different... Oh, I've not painted this beam. Oh my god. See, that could have ruined my entire evening very easily. Luckily, it's a very small, minor thing. There we go. Brilliant. Now let's continue this. Now I need you. Although, aren't you the exact... Actually, no, you're not. I was going to say, isn't this the exact same blueprint as that? But it's not, because this one's got the lights. Lag's a feature. If lag's a feature, then my PC is loving these features. Let's just say that. Essentially, by the way, with these two blueprints, the NL means no lights. It doesn't mean like Netherlands. It's not a Netherlands blueprint. It just means no lights. Oh, sorry, that means... Wait, does it mean lights? I've actually forgotten how I've labeled this now. No, it means no lights. Okay. Yep, okay. Even confused myself there. Would have made no sense if I put no... Actually, that... No, it's right. No. I didn't confuse myself. Well, no, I did confuse myself, but then I didn't confuse myself. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that being there. It is going to overlap this a little bit, but honestly, that's gonna be completely fine. Because I'm then going to add this exact same blueprint here. So, yes. Good joke. Thank you very much. I'm going on tour tomorrow. There we go. I'll squeeze you into there. And now with you lots, I suppose I want to get rid of that. Yep, that's a good start. Good job, me. Then come back round over here again. Is that the right way? No. That's better. Right there. Yes. That... does that line up? It should do. I mean, I think it does. Ooh, iron node. Are you impure? Oh, you're actually just a random pure iron node. That sums up the Doom Desert rather well. That's going to go, don't worry. Right, now for you... I think what I did here, wasn't it? I did... I'll grab you then, sure. No, please. A little bit of that, I believe. Let's just very quickly add in this blueprint here on top, just to make sure everything's fine. And hopefully the night time's going to be over soon, by the way. Do you have a rubber and plastic factory? Yes. It's extremely stupid the way that I'm doing it. I'm never going to do it ever again. But essentially, I'm combining a little bit of... What is it? So I've turned my crude oil into heavy oil residue. And rubber. The heavy oil residue then makes petroleum coke for my aluminium factory that gets sent further away. The rubber then combines with fuel to form plastic. The plastic then combines with more fuel to form rubber. The rubber then combines with more fuel to form plastic. And some of that plastic then combines with more fuel to form rubber. It's dumb, but it works. So I'm okay with it. I've done a couple streams about it, actually. I very much doubt if you search the Valhalla pickle plastic and rubber, it will come up, but you never know. I don't know why, but Plastic and Rubber by the Valhalla Pickle sounds like some sort of, like, failed 90s band. Plastic and Rubber sounds like their failed hit. Wrong button. Then we'll bring you up to about here. Do the same thing with their review. Then I believe... Then do this. No? That's the right one. Yeah, it is the right one. Okay, good. Not using diluted fuel? I am, yes. But the fuel that I've made is already diluted. Okay. So that's this corner done. Yeah, it looks fine. It's alright. Now let's continue going around here. Keep running out of power. This is not, this is a bit risky, but oh well. So what do I, oh. There we go. So I believe here now the piece that I want is this. No. It's this. Yes. Good. Now just keep adding this across the entire, well, every side of the factory, then we'll be okay. We are still in line. Okay, we are still in line. Good. Still in formation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to have to get rid of some stuff underneath here, right? Which, to be fair, doesn't even make a difference to the factory itself. But knowing that it's here is annoying to me. So, there we go. Is there anything underneath that? Ow. There is, okay. Jolly good. Zoop you down to there. That's going to stop a good amount of lag. I would say. A very good amount of lag. In fact, do I actually want to add the light blueprint in here? I think I might do. Yeah, let's do it. Although it's not... It's not exactly over it, though. You can make it be exactly over it. If I use a few tricks. Which, why not? Right now, how are we looking? There we go. The problem now is that this is kind of off-center. But what I can do is just come over here, select all of this, and just essentially get rid of this wall. There we go. I'm going to grab that and extend you out over here. Don't fall off. Gosh darn it, man. Like, too many times already today. Too many times. Too many times, too many times. Anything may occur. Ah, right, okay. That's fine. It's that thing right there. There we go. Should be fine now. Yes, class. Welcome back, Vinod. Hope that you're doing good. See, now it doesn't look center from here. suppose we can bring it back. I haven't touched this bridge, by the way, in months. So this is the first bit of detail I've added to it in so long. Oh well. I suppose I want to try and do something like this. In a way. No, maybe just not that. There we go. And if I get rid of this, is that going to have an effect on what's above here? Nope, okay, it doesn't. Perfect. Great. But it will have effect on those lights. Worth it then. Worth it. Oh yeah, I'm feeling much better now. Yep. Managed to go for a nice run a bit earlier on, which is nice. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better now. Thank you for asking. Convert it all into polymer. Yeah, it works as well. Polymer resin is not a bad item in the game. It can be very good when used right. And now I think I'm going to need you. It's almost perfect, I believe. See, now the problem is we're actually going to have a one gap here. That's kind of annoying. What do I do if there is a gap? I don't know. I do not know. The simple answer is just to do that and then just connect everything together. Is that going to look weird? I don't know. Come back to that in just a moment. Let me just try and finish this wall around here. I want some lights around here as well. Let's see. So if I do like one there, and two in there. Should be 5 wide, right? Yeah. Good on you, lad. Nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll do one there, one there. Sounds decent. Try and squeeze that in there. I think that's the right one. It's nowhere near in the right spot, but it should be the right blueprint. Perfect. Yep. Now we're going to try and select you and plop you directly on top, no, of this. Whilst then changing the colour of this. I think this will end up looking decent. Like, is it going to be my prettiest looking factory that I've ever built? No. I mean, the original plan was literally for it just to be a concrete cube. So the fact I'm adding any of this was not part of the original plan whatsoever. I feel like it's worth it, though. I feel like it will look good. So, yes. There we go, that's what I was looking for. You're then going to go up there as well. We'll then extend this wall around there for now, sure. Then do that, then you as well. Okay, good. Bring you out by 2. Then bring you out by 3. This is not going to line up, I don't think. It should be fine. It isn't going to line up, but it should be okay. Please. Mouse, please. Mouse, thank you. Got there in the end. Only took about 3 to 5 business days. What have I done here that's different? 'Cause it's clearly something I didn't do on the other side. But I like... Actually, I think it's fine. I think it is actually completely fine. And with you, I just did that, I think. Yep. Okay. Don't know what I'm going to put in there just yet. We'll see. Lovely. Now let's try and fill this gap in like so. And yeah, look at this view, by the way. I think having this lag... I think having this catwalk here will end up looking fantastic. Of course, it looks so much better with glass, but I cannot use glass. That's the one rule I've given myself. This build has to be simple, and I can't use glass. Glass will contribute to the lag. The entire point of me doing this is to stop the lag. I will be successful. Maybe. Probably not. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. We will be successful. In either this build or in wasting my time. Positivity. But to be fair, that is me being positive. Okay, we'll keep it like that for now. I still feel like I've done something wrong there. Oh well. I think you've got to be a bit lower down as well, by the way. Perfect. Okay, good. Let's try and add in the upper parts of all of these. No, where is it? Is it 8? Uh-huh. And leave you there for just a moment. We'll come back to that. Don't you fear. You can do if you want to, but there's no point. Okay, the upper part of this. I'm gonna guess this first try. Boom. Yes. I know my way around my blueprints. Only took me an hour and 17 minutes, but there we go. Okay. Wait, where are you getting your power from? Oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense. There we go. It's looking fine. I mean, again, it's not going to look remarkable, but it's decent. I think it looks decent. Let me just record... No, let me just record this part for the video. There we go. Ah, my face. And this is what one wall looks like. As you can see, it doesn't necessarily look too special, but considering it was literally just a concrete wall before, I think this is starting to look rather nice. These lights look fine, but honestly, I feel like the real star of the show here is just a regular concrete here with the catwalk. I am quite happy with this catwalk, and I think the views do generally look very, very nice. And I was just saying this to the stream, but the reason why I'm not adding any glass here, even though I think it would look fantastic, is because it might contribute to the lag. And of course, the main reason as to why I'm building this entire thing in the first place is to sort of counter the lag. But yeah, this is our very first wall that we've got completed. I'm loving it so far. So let's continue by going around the entire project, which, judging by how long it took me to do this, and I still have to paint these 2 beams, by the way, this might take us a few more hours. But regardless, this is good progress, and let's keep things moving. There you go. Content. Painting these beams every single time is going to be a little bit of a nightmare, but it's alright. It'll take 1 second to do. I could fix it in the blueprint designer, but that would require me to not be lazy. So we can't be doing that. No. Absolutely not. Also, again, thank you very much to everyone who's tuning in. It's awesome to see all the support so far. So thank you very much for that. Ooh. This might be quite interesting. Also, I forgot to do this part. Mate! No! Oh, well, I'm sure no one's going to notice that on the video. The main lag creator in the game are belts. Why? Because no matter how far you are, the lights always show up. That is what I've heard. That's why I think this is going to work. I mean, I know I'm a genius in every way, shape, and form. And this just goes and proves it. That was sarcasm, okay? Before anyone says, actually... No, it's sarcasm. Autosave, good. I do love a good auto glass repair, auto glass replace. This seems like it's fine. Every second. Welcome, Matt. Even your basic builds are decent. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? I have to. Because I know that I've spent so long on this data factory, but if I was to make the outside look crap, then I feel like it's almost wasted. So I've got to make it look somewhat presentable whilst not going too over the top. It was just time and patience. Then it's not too bad. This might be bad though. I don't know what I'm going to be doing here with this. I think what I might even do is actually nudge this. Okay. Let me try that again. I think what I'm actually going to try and do here is nudge this over here. Like that. So this is still hidden technically behind the wall, but it's not as bad. And if I really wanted to, I could actually get rid of this wall here. Let's see what that's going to look like. Okay, well, first of all, no. Oh, wait, what about this path? Ah. That's annoying. I think this just has to go. It's the conclusion I've arrived. In fact, no, it's not. No, I refuse. I don't consent to that. What I might even do here instead is this. I know this goes completely against what I was just saying about 1 second ago. Oh well. That's close. How would that look? No, no. No. We're getting so much lag from spotlights. Had all the settings on ultra, then the spotlights made it 1 frame per second. You deleted them all and it was fine again. Yeah, the spotlights can do that. And I'm going to be adding like 100 into this factory. So, yep, that's going to be fun. But I think I have come to the conclusion here that this is going to have to go. Just this one. There we go. Make sure that's all selected. Brilliant. Of course, next we've got the lights. Then you. Now everything should be visible. Good, it actually is. Fantastico. I've got these small concrete pillars. I wouldn't mind keeping that there, but again, no. I think this would be better for us. In the long run, at least. There we go. Good review to you there as well. Why are you... Oh, you're joking me. That's going to be on every single blueprint. Aye. You wish they would add in tunnels. Bending belt pipes, train lines around the nature is so annoying. Yeah. Tunnels would be quite nice. But how would they do that, though? Like a digging tool? I'm dying. But the thing is, if they were to add that, they'll then have to add in landscaping to some extent or of another. So, the odds of that ever happening is very slim, but not impossible. Why is that there? What's that shadow even supposed to be from? I won't question it. The more I question things, the more confused I get, so it's best not to question things. Okay. That's fine. And now all I've got to try and do is just hook you guys together, I suppose? Are you going to behave? No, of course you're not. That's okay, though. Try and make sure this is, like, dead in the center here. I'm liking the way that's looking. I'm liking that a lot. There we go. Good luck with the spotlights. I might have to reconsider my options here, but... yeah, I mean, the good thing, though, is, right, because I'm building this inside of a building, I don't think it's going to lag my game unless I'm inside of my starter factory. So we should be fine. If that's not the case, I'll remove it and just do something else. I'll be completely fine with that. Although I wouldn't mind having the spotlights, because again, they look quite nice. That's looking better. Get rid of that. Like so. And get rid of this. Get rid of that. There we go. And this. That looks completely fine now. In fact, that actually looks like it's intentional almost. So I'm happy with that. Next, we then have to try and select... I'm not going to get this right first, right? Knew it. This one? No. Where is it? There we go. Right. You know what? Let's be a bit unique. Which is the worst thing I could probably be saying, because this will never end well. Positivity. Positivity. This will end well. This will be well ending, will be very good. End. Yeah. Are you going to start a fresh build when 1.1 comes out? I don't think I will be, if I'm honest, because I've sunk so many hours into this save and I'm really enjoying it. And we've literally only just started doing like the big projects, which is what I enjoy most with this game. So I don't think I will be starting over. In 1.2, I probably will be, because that won't be coming out for at least a few more months, and my game probably can't handle a few more months of this. So yeah, in updates 1.2, we most likely will be starting over. But again, I'm expecting 1.2 to be coming out in August, maybe a bit later, so yeah. Okay, so that's this part done. It looks a bit weird with just having these two towers there, but I think it'll make a bit more sense when we've got a few more of those light towers across here, so it won't look too out of place. Also, when am I ever going to look at this factory from this angle ever again? So it doesn't matter. It does not matter. No, it does matter. Everything matters to someone. Please. Please. It's not rotating the... Thank you. That's the wrong blueprint. Oh, my talent is actually so immense. Again, that's sarcasm. Yeah, that's looking good from that side. How are we looking around here? Great. How are you looking? Should be. It's the right blueprints. Yeah. Okay. Good. Ah, now what the hell do I add in here? This might be a bit of a weird one. The reason as to why I'm doing like this part of the factory first It's because all these corners are going to make it look a little bit strange. But at the same time, I think it could end up looking quite nice as well, though. But swings and roundabouts. Lots of roundabouts, though. Still don't understand the origin of that saying, by the way. No clue. What does it mean? There we go. Please. I want you to go there. Then do... Yeah, let's put you down there. Bring you up to there as well. Then with this one, I think what I'm actually going to end up doing is this. Green pillar, that could have worked. Yeah, oh well. Should be fine as well. Yeah. Okay. We go foundations, concrete foundation right there. No, almost. How have I managed that? Look at that view, by the way. Why does that look so good? There's nothing remotely special about this view, but it just looks so nice. I don't know. Anyway. I have been thinking, though, if I do a new series, again, probably in August, I want to have some sort of, like, theme for the playthrough. Like, based on a movie or a TV show or something, or a video game. I know Construction did, like, a Star Wars planet, which looked really good. I'm just not as talented. I want to try and do something a bit like that. The problem is, I haven't watched many TV shows or movies. I could do like a Hogwarts-themed world, or a, no. Like a British-themed world. What would that even be? I couldn't even do that, though. But regardless, I am interested in doing something like that, though. It'd be fun. Again, I'm mostly interested in, like, how fun's it going to be rather than how practical or how worth it is it going to be. As long as it's fun, I don't mind. And the very final thing that I'm going to do here now is... There we go. I'll add you there. And I'll add you, please, dice, thank you. Add you right there. Nice. That's not bad. Don't. We've lost power. We haven't lost power. Do one more of those things over there as well. How am I going to add in this corner piece? Oh, there's no foundations here. So rocky. Oh well. Please rotate. Please rotate. Thank you. So yeah, the problem with this is that you stick out way too much. Like, a lot. So I can't do that. Unless I can, like, place you in like that. How would that look? You wouldn't be as bad. Okay. Let's try this then. Could be a bad idea. You know what? I like bad ideas sometimes. And of course, because of how terrible the nudging system is, I can't actually nudge it as far as I need it to go. We're literally just off. I can't move it any further around that side because of these rocks. That's infuriating. There. That's as far left as I can nudge it. Ooh. Okay, I think we're just about fine, actually. Cutting it close, but we are fine. Okay, great. Wow. So this shouldn't make any sort of difference to this current blueprint. Yep, brilliant. Except for this, which I actually want to add here anyway. I don't know why I added this in the first place, but we're going with it now. We are 1000% going with it. No infinite nudge, and no, Yannick, we are not using any mods for this playthrough. This is a pure vanilla playthrough. I can use mods, there's tons of mods out there to make my life a lot easier, but I just don't want to do that, because I just don't find that as challenging. I like the challenging elements of this game. Okay, so now I've got to try and add in the corner here, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So I'm actually going to try and do first is add this corner over here first. I can find it, that will probably help. There we go. Brilliant. That looks good to me. Let's do it. Next thing to then add would be... Oh, should we add the light blueprint in here? Let's try and get a better vantage point if we can. I probably should have got a jetpack as well as my hover pack, but it's alright. There we go. Oh, please say I can get up here. There we go. Let's add lights there. And there. Yep. Do it. A bit of fun. Oh, I was really hoping I would have been able to connect some sort of power there, but oh well. In fact, we're actually very far away from the power source. Alright, yeah, okay. Just temporarily. Just temporarily. I'm going to bring this out to here. So I'm not constantly dying and falling. Because that's not very fun. Oh, wait. We've unlocked the nuclear power plants. Cool. I don't care. As of right now, I do not care about nuclear energy. No. Just no. Not now. Eventually, absolutely. But not right now. There's a time and a place. Okay. So you've got quite an interesting problem. I'm actually fine with. Please just snap on. There we go. Lovely. So that's our first pillar done. The next one that we then need is you. You're going to go both up here and on the other blueprint that I've just placed down. Cool, thanks. That's exactly where I wanted that to go, by the way. Absolutely, that's where I was looking at. Not up here, but down there in Peru. There we go. And this corner blueprint, I never get these right. I got it right. Screenshot it. This is a moment in history. Make sure that I'm definitely only painting these things. Okay, great. Yeah, back to this corner now. I am intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I feel like this can be very, very simple. In theory, in theory, all I've got to do is that. Please, thank you. So you always say please and thank you. And what you need will work out. Simple. One more, I think. There we go. Another one? Where's our big concrete pillar? There it is. Yeah, this one corner is such a nightmare to do. I already feel like I've been here for about an hour, but it hasn't been. Actually, it's been about half an hour, I'd say. In this corner. You lot should be able to connect very easily. So that's... No. Oh well. Please. That looks good. No. Yeah, it works with some locations. Not everywhere, but as long as it works somewhere, it's good to me. Somewhere's better than nowhere. There we go. Yeah, again, like, the thing is, right? Oh, nice view. Really good view. This factory looks so weird. I'm trying to make it look less weird, and my attempt to make it look less weird, it looks more weird. Oh well. It's fine. What am I gonna do here? Right. I'll come back to that. Come back to it. I want to start with this corner, then sort of like pinch our way into that corner, just to see what I can try and do, essentially. I'll be down there just for now. One. Lovely. I think I'm most likely going to order a new mouse sometime this week, by the way. It's about time. I mean, this mouse was fine. It just... Well, it's not fine now. It was fine when it was, but now it's not, so it's... not. I think I want one light to go there, then probably 2 sets of lights over there as well, then that will look completely fine. Corner should be able to squeeze in very nicely into there. In fact, you know what? Let's just try it now. You snap onto there. I think you're trying. There we go. Good job. Yes. Perfect. Then yeah, I said I wanted a light in here, didn't I? Which is you. That? Yep. Lovely. Plop you in like that. Then what we're now going to try and attempt to do is this. Your face. Where? Whoa, what is happening? There we go. I didn't like that. I wasn't a very big fan. And what are you snapping to? Do that again, the only thing you'll be snapping to is my fist. I just threatened a video game. Nice. I think that's an all-time low. Good band. But not what I was trying to achieve there. Right. So you both overlap. Which mildly infuriates me. Oh, look at this. That is nauseating. Wow. Then you go through here, it's like, war crimes? No, never. What are you talking about? Oh dear. Oh gosh. Let's try this again though. Hopefully this time with a bit more success. So I believe I want to try and select you again, not blueprint mode though. I want to try and position you there. I want to leave the one foundation gap. So I'm going to move your face to there. Which, unfortunately, actually covers up that. Okay. And if I was to do this... No... Essentially, I want that to be there. Okay. That should be good. Doesn't look like it, but it should be. Perfect. In fact, I'm going to click it now. That's how confident I am. That's how positive I am that this is going to work in the exact... I placed it wrong. Actually... It's fine. I've not been playing for 4 hours, but thanks, game. I appreciate the help. Don't you dare crash. I'm not having back-to-back crashes today. I'm not in the crashing mood. Speaking about crashing moods, I promise the segue is relevant. F1, that's back on the telly now. I don't understand the excitement with F1. I really do not. I know I'm the only person on planet Earth that hasn't got a picture of, like, Max Verstappen in my bedroom or something. I don't understand it. I don't understand. To destroy the big trees in the red forest, yeah. Or the huge mushroom, just throw an obelisk. Yes, that's what I've been doing as well recently. Someone in the chat mentioned that a couple streams ago, and I've been using it ever since. It's really good. So, what would you look like? You look good. You look very good. Wow. I do have to get rid of that. Which is fine, because you know what I can actually, as a piece of concrete just went through my body, what I can actually add here instead is... you. Look at that. Beautiful views out here. You go in here. Oh, dearie me. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I actually love that feature. J'adore le feature. Monsieur. Anyway, you're fine. I was going to just destroy that tree, but there's not really any need. If there's no need for violence, just don't do it, mate. There we go. Plop you down. I'm surprised you've made this much progress. In fact, I might even want to update to the YouTube video peeps. That was the wrong one. In just a second here as well. Large explosives, yeah, that should work. The nobelisks will do the job. Even just like the basic nobelisk will do the job. And then, of course, in update 1.1, you can then destroy the purple trees in the very south of the map. I don't think you can do just yet. That's exciting. J'adore that feature, yes. Oui. J'adore le fromage avec mes compagnons. Le foot, c'est fantastique. Le mange, le bicyclette. Is that Spanish? Shit. Le mange, le pizza. How do you say pizza in French? Le pizza? case you guys couldn't tell, I know it's quite difficult, so I will explain this very quickly. I am not French. I know, the accent was really good. I know, guys, please. I'm actually, like, not French. You know what it's a bit like? Have you ever seen that John French meme? I've got to try and show you now. I promise it's extremely important and will change your life. This one. So there was some battle. I actually don't know what battle it was. Let me try and zoom in here. And let's just have a very quick look at the commanders and leaders on the left side, so the French side. You got Joseph Joffre, Joseph Yanani, Michael Joseph Manory, Louis Franchon GODSPEEEEEEEED, Ferdinand, that's the most German sound, Ferdinand Foch, Fernand Delange de Carry, Maurice Saril, John French. You may notice he's not French. I believe he was Irish. That might be me talking out my backside, but I believe he was Irish. There we go. Commanded the British Army on the Western Front between August 14th of World War One. I didn't deal. Is he not Irish? Anyway. That was such a random, like, side quest that we just went on, but I'm glad we experienced that together. We're rolling this together. Oh my god, that movie song's still stuck in my head. Jesus Christ. I used to actually... Nope, still not. Just finish the bloody building. Oh, podcast. If I was to start a podcast, I would be swatted within 24 hours. But no, okay. There was this game on the 2DS. I used to love my DS, by the way, until it got ripped. Like, my friend literally tore my DS apart. Anyway, and there was a game on the DS that was all about High School Musical, and it was the worst game because you would leave the main building and go down into like the garden, but I could never find the first quest. I couldn't do it. And in the background, you'd hear like the High School Musical songs, and it used to really annoy me. I wasn't the biggest fan of that game. I wanted to like it. I wasn't a very big High School Musical fan growing up. Obviously. What was I then? I was 6. So I was into like Call of Duty at that time. So. Yep. Oh dear. So if you were playing Call of Duty World at War about 14 years ago, you might have died to a 6-year-old. Yes. Anyway. No, I didn't do very well in that game. Although the thing is, right, I've got so many fun memories of old Call of Duty games. The newer ones, other than like with friends, I don't have any memories of the newer COD games. Just not as fun. Oh well. I think I want you to go up to there. Oh, but the thing is, you're going to be colliding with... Oh, okay. So I'm going to remove that. And then place you into here. think I'm happy with that idea. Let's do it. Pizza is Dilla Pizza. Okay. Now we know. Now we know. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think we might have a little bit of overlap here. Let's add in the corner to begin with, which is this blueprint. That, me getting it first try. Now we've got 1, 2, 3. That's fine. That's complete. Actually, is that completely fine? No, I think it is. I want to try and get rid of you. Then we'll select this autosave. That's fine. It's okay. You love a good autosave. The only time I'll ever complain about an autosave is the times that I complain about an autosave. That's a fact. It is a fact. Oh, damn it, man. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. That's actually okay, though. No, it's not. So in that case, I've got to nudge you there. I think we can make it work. I'm not a big fan of that. Although, what if I was to move you over there instead? No, that could work. Okay. So you've got to go there, which means that, okay, this has to be the center, I think. This has to be the center. That's really far away. That's not even high enough. What? Okay. That was just impressive all round. Not in any good way, though. Right. So I think I want you to go up to there. Now you shouldn't be overlapping each other. Or you do there, but not like... Not like this. Like where it's like visibly in the way. This is completely fine. There we go. I did not want to be there. I mean, to be fair, it was the First World War. I don't think anyone wanted to be there. The way it started is so stupid as well. Like, a Serbian assassinates an Austro-Hungarian in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So they declare war on each other. Then Russia declares war on... Russia declares war on Austria-Hungary. Germany, who's Austria-Hungary's friend, then declares war on Russia. And France, in fear of an attack on the Western Front. Then France declares war on Germany. Then Britain declares war... Well, the British Empire, because bear in mind, you had the entire empire fighting with them at the time, declares war on Germany. All because a Serbian terrorist shot the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary. I believe that's the event that happened. Maybe a historian can correct me there. But that's why I keep referring to it as the bullet that killed 100 million people. Because I think we literally talked about this last stream. But if it wasn't for that event, the First World War would not have happened. Actually, something might have gone down, but it would not have been a world war. And if the First World War didn't happen, the Great Depression wouldn't have happened. We would not have lost that entire generation of men. And, of course, some women, I suppose. The Second World War would not have happened. You would not have seen such a sharp rise of communism, I don't think, either. So things like the Russian Civil War wouldn't have happened, Vietnam wouldn't have happened, the Korean War wouldn't have happened. Who knows? All because one bullet got fired. Technically two, because I believe he shot Franz Ferdinand and his wife. Anyway, enough about assassinations, more about Satisfactory. Such a temper tantrum. Okay, so here... It wasn't a temper tantrum, just a rant. There we go. I want to have one more light over there. One more light over there, I think. Let's do that. The history is really interesting. I know a lot of people look at history and think, oh, it happened in the past, just let it be. But I don't know. I'm more fascinated about the past than I am about the future. I don't care about the future. I really don't. Like, whatever's gonna happen's gonna happen. Past. It's interesting for me. There we go. So now I think what I want to try and do here is try and squeeze your face into here. You're not straight. No, you're not straight. You know you weren't ever going to be straight though. That's fine. Because this is like slightly off a little bit. What if I do that so you can barely... Feck. You can barely even notice. I will be fixing the under bit of this, by the way. Let's work in this corner, though, that I very quickly want to try and record something for the YouTube peeps. I've actually got to do the entire thing on top there as well. It's fine. There we go. That's fine for now. I don't know how tall I want that to go just yet, if I'm honest. But one thing I do want to try and do is this. Great. Then, where is it? That's brilliant. Okay. That was the wrong button. Have you come up to around about there? Have you continue out to here? Please. There we go. Foundations, lovely. Then all we're going to try and do now is get our concrete pillar, which should be you, going from there to there. It just works. Oh, except for that. Okay, that's good. Let's try and add the top part to all of this. And I think we've done everything else around there. So that's a great success. Very nice. How many times have I said the exact same line now? Oh, that... Okay. Maybe don't do that ever again. Because that was bad. There we go. Brilliant. Let's do this. So overall, like... I had an idea for this factory. It didn't end up looking like what I envisioned, which... I would say for every, like, 10 factories I build, only, I think, 2 of them actually end up completely looking like what I had envisioned. Like, the aluminium factory. From the day that we added the petroleum coke area, I knew exactly what it was going to end up looking like. Not, like, the exact parts of it, but I had a pretty good vision of what it was going to end up looking like, and it has ended up looking like that. So that's good. But this, no, nah. If I had to predict what it was going to look like, I would not have said this. But I think I'm happy with it so far. And the good news is, if I'm not happy with it, I can just redo it. Like, off camera, most likely. Are you not straight? Oh, no, you are. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Yep. move you around there as well. Brilliant. Then do the exact same thing here with you, not forgetting our 1 meter wall down there as well. I think I've actually forgotten to paint the last couple of our columns. Oops. The default is like a greyish colour. I don't particularly like that much. I prefer a slightly brighter colour. Pops out a lot more. Like, that's a huge difference compared to grey. Because when you got a grey concrete wall next to a grey concrete pillar, it sticks out, but it doesn't visually stick out. You don't look at it and think, wow, that looks unique. That's very different. It just looks okay. I don't want things to look a bit okay. I want them to look brilliant, breathtaking, sublime, mediocre. Let's do you. There we go. That's too low, actually. Oh, it is. Okay. Keep to a theme when you build a factory, like concrete is made from concrete. Oh, you mean concrete's made from limestone? Silica made with glass, and steel is made with steel. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's what most people do, and it works. That's why most people do it. Not good. There we go, that's better. Okay. I think I am liking this. I think I am. I'm still indecisive. But I think I am liking this. I think what the roof needs is some ramps. Just so it's not a complete square. We'll have a couple ramps. We'll then do something. On top. Yeah, but like from this angle though, this looks like a proper factory. Anyway, let's try and record some stuff. To work on your typing, that's fine. No, it's my fault. I struggle to read sometimes. I've always had that since I was a kid. I don't know if it's a condition. I don't care if it is or not. Conditions mean nothing when they affect me, at least. And here's another side of our factory complete, and I must say, it's actually starting to come together now. At first, I really did not think this would look nice, but the more I build, the more I'm starting to like it. Unfortunately, though, some parts aren't quite as easy as this. Now let's move. Oh, this... That's bad. That's vile. Welcome, Ian. It's working. I think it is generally working. I think. No, don't you dare. Feck sakes. Oh well. Over in this corner, as you can see, things don't quite look as nice, but I was just saying this a bit earlier as well. I'm not really stood here very often, so the odds of me ever coming back here to see this is rather slim, but even if I was to see it, I don't think it looks dreadful. It just doesn't look as... No, those are spitters. Oh dear. Well, I just don't think it looks as good as the wall around that side. But regardless though, good progress is being made, and I'm very happy with it so far. Oh wait, there's a massive gap here. How did... Okay, wait. Let me stop the recording. My face back up on the screen. Hello. Jump scare. How did I leave a gap there? I don't know. Oh well. You're going to be rebuilding all your machines on top of that canvas? One there. Yes. I'm thinking of having like a train station up there, or of some sort at least. 'Cause what I want to try and do is... Lag. There's lots of nodes here. Lots of nodes. I want to have an iron factory, not here though. So every single node that's over here that isn't iron, I want to be coming over here. And everything that is iron will then be moved in a slightly different location somewhere over there, most likely. That's the plan. That's the plan. But of course, this factory is already using tons of iron, so what do I do? It depends. It all depends how much iron I actually need. Because preferably, if I can get all of my iron from this area alone, look at that. That's tons of nodes. Even unclaimed, there's still a good amount in here. That would be fantastic. If not, there's again still tons of iron around there as well. So, even copper. Like, this biome is so good. Look at all those copper nodes. Limestone is very decent. Raw quartz, of course, nothing. Caterium, there's a few. It's the same as always. Yeah. That face jump scare is criminal. It really is. Oh, don't lag. Don't just don't lag. It's not difficult. Oh well. Okay, let's try and finish this one blueprint here. And the rest of this of... Darn it, man. And the rest of this I might do off camera or tomorrow stream. Because we're still going to try and do the roof. And the rest of this perimeter. Which is still quite a bit to do. But it shouldn't be as complicated though. Because we've got a lot less curves, I believe. We've still got one around here. And a couple more over there, then that should be it. Welcome, Sir Edward Grey. Hope that you're doing good. Oh, were we raided? Was there a Twitch raid? No way. I refuse to believe it. Hey, thank you very much for the raids. I hope that you guys enjoyed this stream. You're just tuning into me absolutely losing my marbles on Satisfactory. I mean, what's new? Who hasn't? Yeah, I hope that the stream went well. And, yeah, welcome to everyone who's tuning in from the raid. It's good to have you guys watching. 16 viewers over on Twitch now. Wow. Thank you very much. Welcome, Little Cretin. Welcome, Spider Grey. Welcome, Tex Ernie. Welcome, Pit Dad. Hope that you're doing good as well. Welcome, guys. I'm trying to build a factory. And, well, a factory in Satisfactory. What? I know. Don't be too surprised. But the whole point of this factory was this. It was supposed to be a concrete wall that's essentially covering my miniature starter factory inside of here. But unfortunately, I've added an exterior wall and now I keep adding stuff and adding stuff and adding stuff and adding stuff. So this went from being a 30-minute project to being a 6.5-hour project. Because I lack intelligence. Get terribly focused? I do as well. Yeah. That's the thing, I'm always so in the zone whenever I play Satisfactory that when I log off, I'm like, oh, 3.5 hours has passed. I didn't even realize. Especially when you've got like a podcast in the background. Watching your favorite podcaster. I don't even have a favorite podcaster. I'm honest. But there's lots of good ones out there. I'm sure. Okay. I just want to try and squeeze this into here. And this shouldn't look dreadful. You look fine. I don't like how that covers that, though. So can I move you there? Yes. I prefer that. Let's do it. Jump on Twitch? Yeah, sure, Maga, if you want. For the viewers that are watching on Twitch, I am mostly a YouTube content creator. I do Twitch as like a co-stream kind of thing. It's like a side stream. So in case you see me reading chats but you don't see it on Twitch, I'm not talking to myself. I haven't lost all my marbles. I've only lost most of my marbles. No, I promise. I promise I'm talking to people over on YouTube. I think, at least. Unless I have fully lost my marbles. Warlocks and mages. I've never heard of that. Other casters. Is that some sort of like Dungeons and Dragons reference? Which, fun fact, The very first time I ever heard about Dungeons and Dragons was in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I always assumed it was a fake game, right? Like, Dungeons and Dragons is something that's Jeff Kinney, I believe, is the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Just randomly thought of just to, as like a filler. And then I heard it again in some other media, and I realized it was actually like a proper game that people play. So, there you go. Just, it isn't very popular here, I don't think. I'm sure there's clubs that play it, especially in cities and towns, but nah, not here at least. Not in this village. There we go. Okay, let's try and add the roof to this blueprint and the roof to that blueprint, and see where we are with this corner. There we go. This wall should be nice and basic. What I should have just done is make a rectangle. I've only got 4 corners, whereas I've got like 20 here. Why don't I just use my brain? Like, I had this problem in school as well. I just didn't use my brain. Oh well. That doesn't seem right. That's completely wrong. Wait, what have I done there? Oh wait, no. That's fine. It's the wrong blueprint. Okay. A quick autosave coming up, that's completely fine. We're then gonna try and drag you across to there. And this up to there. Every single fantasy genre there are. I don't really watch much fantasy stuff though. Or play fantasy games. Don't know why though. Does Skyrim count as fantasy? I'm sure it must do, right? I don't mind a good bit of Skyrim. Sure. Oh, a mage. Oh. Like as a witch kind of thing, right? Yeah, okay. I know what that is. It took me 3 to 5 business days to figure it out, but I got there in the end. I get a medal for, for getting that right? Probably not. Although, to be fair, this is the generation that believes that they deserve medals for everything, so I am part of that generation. Which I love so much. Hello, I exist. Where is my trophy? I lost, but where is my medal? Okay, so I want to try and add your face into there. I think that can be pretty good. Then do this. Where's our foundation again? Bump into each other and give you moments of... Yeah, I think so. It's like the splitting of the atom, but it's just the splitting of my brain cells. What a scary day for humanity. Speaking about splitting the atom, we've had so many segues today, it's actually unbelievable. Speaking about segues, sorry, a segue about the segue, they've died out. Do you remember in like 2017 or whatever it was, everyone was getting these bloody segues? Where are they? These things. Oh my days, this is a throwback. Not like these fancy ones like Hallblat's Mallcop, wherever that is. But these ones. I used to know someone that had them and he just used to never walk. But he was one of those people though that used to eat like an insane amount of food. But he was just completely just bony. Completely skinny. Right? He just used to go on them thing, even in the house. But I think they used to blow up or something, didn't they? They used to catch fire. But these were everywhere for like 2 or 3 years. I haven't seen a single one since the pandemic. Conspiracy theory time. Here we go. I believe that the American government was secretly hiding CIA documents and chips inside of Segways, and then the Chinese government found out, So the Chinese then started a pandemic that secretly destroyed all the segways in the world, and anyone who spoke out about it got in trouble. What do you guys think in chat? Good segue, a good conspiracy theory. Let me know, guys. I mean, it all happened around the same time. It's just, you know, it's... For me, I think that's a bit of a pattern. Coincidence? I think not. Having said that, though, they were kind of blowing up in people's homes. And controversial hot take, but things blowing up on people's homes isn't very good. I'm not, you know, I'm not a very big fan of that. Ooh, you know. So maybe that's why a lot of people stopped buying them. Also, they weren't cheap either. I never had one. I had something called a bike. I had like these wheels on them. It was pretty good fun. Why are you being annoying? Please don't. Iron's all over the place. Untapped. Oh yeah, there's tons of iron around here. Yeah, yeah. We haven't got a problem with iron around here. Defense and depth, true. Like the flat Earth theory. A lot of people generally do believe the Earth is flat, and that's fine. It's wrong, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with being wrong. Except for the fact you're wrong. Okay, this... I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, right. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. I get it. I know what I've done here. And it might even just be a bit easier just to do this, actually. Drag you up to around about there. Same thing with you. Same thing with dice. Same thing with you. Do that. Then do that. Okay. We're making progress. It's the slowest progress mankind's ever seen. But it's progress. Yep. It's flat on the flat screen. It is. If you ever go to like a really tall tower, especially when there's not really that many buildings and it's relatively flat, you can literally see the curvature of the Earth. There's a reason why if you were to stand on the Burj Khalifa, you can't see New York. If it was flat, you could see for very, very long distance. But because it's curved, you can't see that far. Again, it's just... And the thing is, that's like a conversation that a lot of people have, like, will die on that hill. They will be like, nope, the Earth is flat. And there's a few conspiracy theories that, like, I can understand, but I don't necessarily agree with. Like, the moon landing being fake. That seems to get a lot of traction every, like, couple years. I can understand... The thing is, I can understand why they would have faked it. Because I believe it was the USSR that had a satellite in space first, and the West was like, oh dear, we don't like that. So then there was like the space race, which I wasn't alive for, unfortunately. That was a couple years before me. Only a couple. That was fun to read about, though. We've never really landed... Have we landed on the moon recently? Shooting at location, that's the thing. Yep. We had to fake the landing on the moon by going to the moon and filming there. What's the other, like, big conspiracy theory? Oh, yeah, aliens and Area 51 bullshit. I call BS on that one. Probes that landed there recently. All right. That's the sort of news I'm interested in. Like, whenever I see the news now, it's just like depressing shite. Like, I'd much rather turn on the news, whatever platform it is, and give me some like science stuff. I would never stop watching the news if it was like that. It's not like that though, is it? There we go. One day, maybe. I'm sure there are some news, like, apps at least, that only give you, like, positive news and, like, interesting, like, news at least. Rather than, like, this bad thing has happened over there, and this bad thing is now following that bad thing. On one hand, it's the news. It's what's happening. But it's just depressing after a while. Like, I live in England. If I wanted to be depressed, I'll look out my window. Okay? It's not that hard for a British citizen to get depressed. Literally, all they have to do is roll the blind up and be like, oh, yep, here we are again. I forgot there for a second. Okay, so here what I want to... Actually, should we add lights? Yeah, let's go for... Oh, don't lose power. Give me a second. There we go. Let's add in one of our light blueprints here, I think. It's fine. So I'm going to try and lag. Don't crash. Okay, good. Because literally yesterday, the stream crashed at this exact same point. I believe it was like 2.5 hours in, then the stream crashed. And now we're 2 hours and 27 minutes. So if that was the case, then I know that every 2.5 hours my game's going to crash, which isn't very good. I don't like the positioning of this. I want it to go at least one full foundation in this direction, I think. Yeah. Let's do it. The rockets that were supposed to get to the moon for both countries are USA Saturn V and the Soviet N1L3. The N1 failed every single launch attempt on the first stage, and it had like 7 stages. Oh, wow. I saw a news article in the paper a few years back about a bus accident halfway across the globe, and there was even a mention that none of them were Finnish. Yeah. I can understand if it's like a very big thing, like the like most big events, like wars, for example. But a lot of it just isn't. Not relevant. Everything is relevant to someone, no matter how big or small it is, right? But I feel like if it doesn't directly concern you, it's not that bad. Then again, most big things do directly concern you. Like, for example, the war in Ukraine. You might be living in Brazil, so you might think that has no effect on you. It has a massive effect on you. Like, that has effect on everyone, no matter where you live, right? Because of, like, oil, and then prices going up, then trading, then all that sort of stuff. But if it's like a fly has landed on a woman's windshield somewhere in Beijing, I don't care. I do care, actually, a little bit, but not... Where is that snap to? Oh, brilliant. Oh, well. I wasn't expecting that to snap to that there, but oh well. Let's do this final wall here for a minute. We'll make sure everything's fine, then we'll continue the rest tomorrow. I think I will stream again tomorrow. I'm really enjoying streaming recently. The chat's really active as well, so thank you for that. I do appreciate you guys giving me company. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's what we've got going on. So, oh, wait a minute. Not a big fan of that. There we go, good. I might even try and create some sort of like hall in there, maybe? Like here somewhere? Yeah, we can do that. This I don't like. There's a few bits here and there that I want to get rid of. For the most part, though, it's not too bad. And how did I not select that? That's remarkable. Rainforest. Yeah, I remember when all those trees in Brazil were burning. There was a huge fire in the Amazon, wasn't there, a few years back? But again, that was like daily reporting, then it just stopped. Oh, yeah, it's fine now. Okay. Speaking about fire, they've controlled the one in LA now, right? Because I remember hearing about that. That seemed like a very bad fire. The only thing that I saw relatively recently about those fires was that there were people trying to restart the fires. Because that's a smart thing to do, isn't it? Which I'm pretty sure lighting a fire, especially in a residential zone, with the only purpose of trying to cause trouble, is fairly illegal. And even if it wasn't illegal, it's extremely stupid. Right? So I remember hearing about that. Have they... what else has happened since then? Oh, bloody hell. There we go. So this side's completely done now, right? I believe it's completely done. I could add some more decoration, but again, I'm not really too focused about decoration. Maybe I do... lag. That's fine in there. I'm okay with that. This just about goes above that, by the way. That is very clutch. I want to get rid of this stuff down here. Honestly, not really. I think that actually looks fine. Yeah, lots of clickbait in the news as well. Yeah. I think the biggest problem with clickbaits, especially now, is like YouTube ads. Like, I love YouTube, obviously. Been watching it since I was young, very young. And I've been doing it now for a while. I love it. However, it's not perfect. And I think the ads that they allow on YouTube perfectly summarize the reason as to why it's not perfect. Some of the ads that you see on this platform are just awful. Like, really, really bad. Like, should not be on the platform. Like, some of them are just, like, disturbing. Like, really weird. And others are just very, like, pornographic. Which, again, is just... you shouldn't be having that on this sort of platform. There's other sites you go for that, not YouTube. And it's just... and even like the clickbait ads, like how many times have you seen an advertisement for a game that is either completely fake or doesn't exist? Let alone all the AI ads as well. Where you've got the same AI voices being like, this is the best game you've never played. You've found an abandoned... aircraft carrier, and you've got to try and take control. You then see the actual gameplay, and it's the most shite looking thing you've ever seen. Yeah, YouTube got a massive problem with their ads. I mean, some ads are fine, like perfume ads, whatever. Clothing ads, fine. But it's mostly like the gaming sort of ads. Especially the games that are advertised as free to play that have microtransactions. And I've been thinking about this for a while. But it seems like with companies, especially like Ubisoft and EA, they don't design games for entertainment. They design games around a microtransaction mechanic. The very first thing they think of is microtransactions, and how can we design a game that's decent enough that people want to spend their money. So they don't, like, again, as a consumer, it doesn't feel like they actually care much about the game itself. Just different ways to try and sneak microtransactions into the game. I was watching a very good video by SunnyV2 about Plants vs Zombies. Brilliant game. Absolutely love Plants vs Zombies 1. It was a big highlight of my childhood. Very simple mechanics, and it was just a laugh. And then he compared it to the recent Plants vs. Zombie games. Not the Garden Warfare stuff, because even that's still pretty good in my opinion. But the way that EA snuck microtransactions into that game is kind of vile. And again, it was that exact same mechanic I was just talking about. It was like microtransactions first, game second. And that's the reason as to why it didn't do as well. And that's the reason why games like Satisfactory do very well. Because you can clearly tell that Coffee Stain Studios thinks way more about actually producing a good game rather than microtransactions, the point being there is literally none in this game. You could very easily do microtransactions in Satisfactory. You could do skins. Easiest one to do. Emotes, again, very easy to do. A battle pass. What would you do in that battle pass? You could unlock, like, late game parts every... Like you know the Christmas calendar that we have during the Christmas updates? Essentially that, but a battle pass. You can have an in-game currency. But would any players actually want that? I can guarantee you it's close to 0%. It's a lot closer to 0% than it is to 20%. Let's just say that. And they know that, so they won't ever do that. It's the difference. And again, not everyone working at EA or Ubisoft is greedy. It's the higher-ups mostly that are like that. And I feel like a lot of these companies do get a very bad rep, even though, as I say, it's not necessarily everyone's fault. Because there are some very, very talented people working in Ubisoft and EA, and these other companies, Bethesda, for example, are extremely talented. But when a company's got such a bad reputation, especially again EA for sort of like destroying a lot of other smaller companies, like taking them on and then destroying them, like PopCap Entertainment, who made Plants vs. Zombies, then it's like, I don't know, it's just, when you've got such a bad reputation, it's difficult to make a comeback. Especially when you're not making any good decisions as well. I can understand with a free-to-play game, you need microtransactions to survive. I'm completely fine with that. And as long as you're not introducing anything that's pay-to-win or game-changing or game-breaking, I'm fine with that. Like, skins, whatever. Emotes, I could not care less. Little, like, appliances, like gun camos, like in Fortnite and Call of Duty, I don't give a damn. A singular shite, right? But the second that you start to lock really cool content behind a paywall that isn't like a DLC, that's when I start to get slightly annoyed. Mechanics like that. The phone, oh yeah, the phone ads are atrocious. Like, they're so bad, some of the ads for mobile games. They really are. I haven't got snapping turned on. I'm so good at this game. There we go. There's a lot of mobile games that don't deserve to have their ads on YouTube. I don't know how they get away with it. I'm sure, again, it's just greed, but it's not good to see. What have I done here? That's better. What's actually gone on here? Okay, this is fine. I think I know what this is, and that's okay. Because this wall is a little bit off-center, which is fine. It's been like that now for a very long time. I don't know if Twitch ads are much better, by the way. I don't know too much about Twitch. I don't really use Twitch that much, in all honesty. I'll occasionally have a look if there's someone streaming who I might be friends with or whatnot. Yeah, not the biggest Twitch user. Yeah, this game is very different to most games. In a good way, though. You almost feel smarter when you play this. Whereas you play a game like Call of Duty and you just become dumber. Like, you become dumber in real time. And I'm saying that as someone who's been playing Call of Duty since the age of like 5 or maybe even less than that. I feel like I was smarter when I was 5 years old than I am today. But I think the reason why I think that is because I knew less. And sometimes knowing less is more. Which doesn't sound correct, but sometimes it is. I forgot to add any sort of lights into here as well. I want to do one here, I think. This might look a bit weird. Do it here, I think. This should fit in like a glove, hopefully. Welcome to Stop Banana Racism. Welcome back, man. It's been a while. You just got back into this after a few months. Yeah, I haven't seen your name in the chat in a while. Welcome back. You've missed dinosaurs in Satisfactory. They've also added... well, I was going to say they've added dabbing as some sort of joke. But they've actually added dabbing in 1.1. So... it's not really a joke because they're about to add it. Can we just leave dabbing behind? I would like to have a formal discussion, a quick debate with the person that added dabbing in Satisfactory. Is it going to make me uninstall the game? No. But if I was to play multiplayer and the person in my server is dabbing, I will kick them from the server. No, I'm not that mean. Or am I? I'll have to highly consider kicking them from the server. Why did dabbing even, like, happen? Like, where's that trend even coming from? I know that a designer made a music video where he was dabbing. It was Panda, I think. The whitest thing I've ever said. Oh, you know that song by Panda? What was it? No, by designer, sorry. It's called Panda. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a generational beat. Oh, yes, that was brilliant. So that was proper class. Anyway. Where's the dab? No. Leave it behind. Leave it in 2015. Whenever it was. I don't want to know when dabbing was popular because it's going to make me feel old. I already feel old. I wake up in the morning, my back's already breaking about 12 different locations. I already feel elderly. I don't want to feel any older. Can I add your face on top of here? Made a new save and you wanted to build like a bit cool. That's fair enough. This is what I've made. Do you like it? Guys, ratings out of 10. Here, I'll give you guys a quick tour. This is a concrete wall. Thanks for watching, tuning into my concrete wall. Seeing it somewhere and then repeat. Yeah, like the worst trend I've seen so far in the last couple years is the I've forgotten what it's called, and a part of me thinks that's actually a good thing. It's the guy with his head in the toilet. I completely forgot what it's called, where the guy sticks his head out of the toilet. Because my nephew is generally scared of going to the toilet now because of that meme. Like, he's petrified of the toilet. I forgot what it's called now. It's called... Well, I know it's like a lot of brain rots, but we had brain rots as well, so... 170 tickets. Ooh. Quite a lot. Yeah, that's the one. Skibbity. That's the one. I don't understand this. I know, again, I'm like 1,000 years behind internet trends. But oh well. Maybe a nuclear conflict wouldn't be so bad. I'll give Putin a quick call after this. But I don't think it'll be the worst thing that's ever happened, you know. Just start over, fresh canvas. from the beginning. Maybe it won't be the worst idea. Okay, then here what I'm going to do, the very final thing that I'm going to place down today. I promise. I will continue this tomorrow, obviously. Unless I'm, like, sick, but I won't be. There we go. There's that. Oh, that was fun. That was enjoyable. We made lots of progress today. I still want to try and make a bit more progress. Some more Total Eclipse. I think might have just released a video. I don't know. That's good timing then. I want to make a lot more progress tomorrow, hopefully. So that's going to be the plan. Your satisfactory hand is behaving like... Your satisfactory hand is behaving like a fluid. I feel like I've lost my last 2 brain cells there. Oh dear. You demolish your entire starter factory and expect it to fit everything also in here. You could do. It depends how big you want to make your starter factory. Like, do you just want to have, like, tier 1 and tier 2 stuff? Do you want to maybe expand that to, like, steel items? Or do you want to do what I do? Which I don't highly recommend, which is essentially make adaptive control units in your starter factory. It's really whatever kind of feel like doing. That's what you should do. Wow, that's the statement of the day right there. Do what you think is good. I mean, without me saying that, the world would be a different place. So I'm glad I've made my impact. Oh well. There is a power limit. Yeah. The thing is, right, the most important thing to do in the, like, sort of early game of Satisfactory is try to get onto Call of Power. Because the last thing you want to be doing is spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours chopping down trees and collecting leaves to make biomass to burn. That just takes forever to do. Whereas with Call, you just do it, and you can go AFK for hours, and it'll just work. So do try and get into Call Power, even if you're not making tons of Call Power, and even if you're not making a very efficient factory to start off with, that's okay. Just do like a small Call factory, then start producing power from that. Then with that small Call factory, then make a bigger Call factory. Then happiness, positivity, and good vibes. Yeah, Vinod, I mean, the next generation is cooked. Is I think the word we now use, cooked. Yes. I'm so far behind with trends. Regardless though, thank you very much everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. We had over 200 people tuning into today's live stream. Wow. Thank you. And hey, we managed to hit double digits there with the likes as well, so thank you very much again with that one, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and remember, hopefully see you tomorrow. Godspeed.